Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Jayy Tarot. Today we're doing a different reading. This is going to be a career reading to see what's going on. Where are you going to be 6 months from now? I'm going to be looking at how you feel with your current employment status, whether that is unemployed. If it is, that'll come out. But if you're watching this as unemployed, some of the messages seem different, then you need to take it as like this is what's coming towards you in the future. Okay, I'm excited to do this reading. Some of you guys may not know this, but I started doing tarot originally for readings just like this: career, personal growth. It wasn't until probably like my 5th or 6th year of tarot, maybe the 5th year, where I started doing love readings. So this is kind of getting back to my roots, getting back to my jam, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We are going to be doing a freestyle reading. We're not going to be doing any pick a card. You're going to see me shuffle here, and if it resonates, I hope you give it a like. Yeah, we're going to be looking at what is the new you that you need to embody to get the most out of your career. Where is your abundance going to be coming from? Where can you expect your money and your career to be in the next 6 months? Yeah. Okay, so if you've been thinking about leaving your job, if you've been thinking about changing career paths, if you've been thinking about doing something different, that's going to come out here. We'll see. And I'm going to give you some advice on that. Okay. So if it resonates at any point, I hope you give it a thumbs up. And, I have another career reading that I've done on my channel. It's timeless as well. That'll be in the description box below. If you're looking for a personal reading for your career or your personal growth, you can find that on my website or my Patreon. Both will be below as well. So enough of my yapping. I'm going to get started. So the first thing I want to look at is your current situation, your current employment status. For those watching, what's going on? What's the current employment status of the collective here? What's the current employment status here? Now, if you're watching this and it's like you're already employed, then this is going to describe the nature of like either the nature of your job or your position at your place of work. Okay. So what is the current employment status of the collective watching right now? We'll get 4 cards for this. We're going to be using our Gilded Tarot. Okay. Don't mind my my nails. Okay. I just started taking off my Halloween set. I'm probably going to do another set on myself within like the next day or two. So don't pay attention to it. All right. Let's get 4 cards. What's the current employment status of the collective, whoever's watching? Okay, first card we have is the Knight of Wands. Okay, I just heard passion projects, so some of you guys have been doing something on the side. Maybe it was something you do on the side for fun. Let's see. 6 of Cups. Yeah, exactly. 6 of Cups with the Knight of Wands is kind of giving me something that feels very special to you. Something that feels very special to you. I don't know. This could mean that you're already employed in a field that you are passionate about, or it could mean that maybe oh, why are the love messages coming through here? Some of you guys have a work crush, but if not, what I'm getting here more than anything with the Knight of Wands and the 6 of Cups here, this is something endearing. Something endearing. Some of you guys are in a career that you're working yourself up to be in a career that you've always wanted to be in, like since a kid. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Moon. But there's some fears. There's some fears around your work right now. Insecurities. Hi, Aria. Wow, really? Oh my God, it's so funny that you say that, because tell me why. Okay. So I have like a whole list of different readings that I do on my lives that I want to do for you guys. And I chose 3 today to do. One of them was love, one of them was career, and then the other one was like, I think like something around the lines of like what your reputation is, what people know you as right now. And I have a die. I've talked about this on my channel quite a lot when I do my pick-up piles. I have die that I use to choose. And I rolled it, and this is the reading that came out. So I'm so happy to hear you say that, because literally I was like, what if? And the collective seems like they need to hear this. So I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you. Okay. What's going on? What's the current employment status? What's the current employment status? Let's see. 2 more. Ooh. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Seems like whatever you're doing, it involves other people. I'm not really getting like, oh wait, the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys just started a new job. The Fool, Queen of Pentacles. Now, What this could also mean is that you could be like among the youngest in your workplace. We have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not getting that there's anybody unemployed here. If you are watching and you're unemployed, I will say that you're going to have to take these messages with a grain of salt. Not to say they're not going to resonate. What I mean by that is, even if you are unemployed, you're not going to be unemployed for long. I'll tell you that right now. With the Three of Pentacles coming out here. So if you're watching this right now, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't worry about it. There is a new start, literally, right here, underneath it. The Fool, that's a new start, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that does something that they love. The Queen of Pentacles does something that they love. They're really good at it. They make a good amount of money from it. They can, it makes them an attractive partner because they can take care of their goals and their responsibilities on their own. So if you're struggling right now, don't worry about it. I'm not taking reversals right now, though. So who knows? Maybe if that did come out in reverse, some of you guys are like, I am kind of living check to check right now, or I am wondering if there's enough space in my life right now. Maybe some of you are watching right now and you're like, I'm good in my career. Now, keep in mind, I'm laying out multiple messages here because there's multiple people that are going to come here. So take what resonates, just like how you would with any other reading. But there's a group of people here that may not be employed in the field that they want to be in. They may not be employed in the field that they actually want to be in because they're focusing on trying to make money. They need to support themselves. Now, there's another group of people here, though, that are actually where they want to be in terms of like the industry. Like you're in the industry you want to be in. Now, there's another message here coming through with Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles coming out here is that there seems like there's some sort of like dynamic where there's somebody in your place of work that it either has been there, has more seniority than you, or trained you. It's kind of giving me like mentor energy. I don't know if someone just recently gave you some advice about your career that you really took to heart. I'm seeing like a shift here. I'm seeing a shift in like maturity and a shift in looking at where you want your long-term goals to be. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who thinks about things long-term. They're very mature. They're very stable. They're attractive for that reason. So if you have been looking for jobs, I will say that you look like a good candidate. So if you're wondering if you didn't get a job, it had nothing to do with your expertise. It had everything to do with the fact that the people around you probably just couldn't cooperate with you. If you're dealing with difficulties at work right now, it could be centered around people not wanting to work with you, people not giving you the opportunity. Like some of you guys could be feeling a little bit micromanaged right now. Like I'm doing a good job, but they keep coming at me with multiple tasks. They keep coming at me with, okay, well, did you do this? I'm hearing checklists. Some of you guys are a little bit overwhelmed, but I'm not getting that for all of you. This feels a little bit more serene than I was expecting, oddly enough. And maybe it's because, oh, wow. Oh, I was like, why? This feels a little bit like, I don't know. Look, this is why. Because here's the Ace of Pentacles. I told myself, oh my God, I love when I do this. Okay, so before I start readings, and I just let out a reading today. And it was the extension of like Sag's love reading. But I just let out a reading today on my Patreon. And one thing that I did during that reading was I said, I want to know what's going on in this person's mind. What are they going to confess to you? And if it's this card, then it's this. If it's this card, then they're trying to confess this. But if it's this, then they're lying. And I did that before I started this reading. And I said, if the Ace of Pentacles comes out, that means you're either getting a promotion or a new job. There's something very important about intentionality here. So that's what I did. I set that intention before the reading. And the fact that the Ace of Pentacles came out right now when I'm looking at your status, if you're unemployed, don't worry about it. Okay. If you are trying to make a little bit more money, it looks like there's going to be some way for you to do that. It may not be right now because it's underneath this new start in the High Priestess here. So there's something going on in the background that you're not aware of. Okay. And that's okay. I just heard you don't need to know that right now. Okay. So if that resonated, keep watching. Okay. And if it didn't, keep watching. And if you have to take a step away, give it a like before you go. Love you. Okay, so I'm seeing the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Maybe some of you guys are trying to save up for a new car. Maybe you're trying to find a new direction here. Sometimes the Chariot talks about finding a new direction, taking control of your life. Hi, Jay. Can I ask a question? If you have a question about love, I would say come back at the end. I can answer them for you. I might come back on live for love. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're still here, but I might come back on live for love later. I'm keeping this with career. Okay. Thank you for asking. Okay. So It's not giving that you want to quit though. Like if you're at a place of work right now, it's not giving that you want to quit. You may just be like, I don't know if I get along with my coworkers that well. I don't know if my boss really likes me. Others of you though, you may want to quit because your passion isn't there. Like the only thing that I'm getting here is that if you're looking to leave a job, it's because your heart isn't in it, not because you can't be successful in that field. And that's what some of you guys need to hear. You may be questioning yourself right now like, "Damn, am I really cut out for this?" Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you have to do it. Some of you guys needed to hear that, especially if you have kids, if you have a family. One thing that I really want to say here, for those of you that do have a family, and you can fast forward a few seconds if you don't, but for those of you that have a family and you're like, I really need to support my kids. I don't really like this job, but I need to be here. Or maybe you have a family, you need to help your parents out or something, or you just have roommates and you have to you have to pay your rent every month. But this is more so for the people that feel obligated to another person. They have to keep their job because they feel obligated. If that is where you're at, one thing that I want to tell you is that I just keep hearing inspiration. So you have the ability to be an inspiration here. I'm seeing the star card, split the deck. I'm seeing the Nine of Wands, Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So there's something about a long time coming. I just heard a long time coming. Some of you guys have been working at something for quite a long time and you're starting to slow down. You're starting to feel like things are slowing down. No, 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 no. Keep going. But if you're feeling obligated to other people, like I need to keep doing this because I have bills, or I need to keep doing this because whatever. And there's people looking at you expecting certain things from you. One thing that I will say, not everybody will understand it, but there are some people that will be inspired by you doing something that your heart is in. Someone needs to hear that. Okay, so we're gonna move on now to, I want to know more about this current job environment. Like, what's the environment like where you're working? What deck do I want to use for this? Let's use this one. We're just going to be using our regular like Smith weight, but it's going to be a golden foil deck. Here, let me show you. Okay, wait, actually, I don't know if I want to use this one because it doesn't look that great in the camera. Hold on. Oh, okay, Spirit said to use that one because I tried to pick up another one and it just spilled all over the ground. So, okay, we're going to use this one. The one I just showed you. Okay, what's the current environment of the place you're working at right now? What's the current environment of the place you're working at? 3 cards. First, oh, no. Hold on. Spirit told me to shuffle this way and cut the deck, so I'm going to cut the deck. Okay. What's the current environment of the collective at the place that they're working at right now? What's the current environment? What's it like working there? How are you feeling? How are you feeling there? How are people around you feeling about your work, about you? Some of you guys, it's like, it's not even that people don't like your work or you're not good at your job. It's that people, I don't know, let's see. Is there people involved here where it's like making you feel a little bit down? Let's see. Bottom of the deck for your current environment, we have the Seven of Pentacles. No way it came out again. Things are taking a long time. I think that's what it is. Some of you guys are like waiting to get a promotion, waiting. I don't know if you've been at this place for a long time, like 7 years, 7 months. The current environment. Tell me more. 5 of Cups. The King of Wands. That's a boss. And the 7 of Wands. All right, we need to cut the shit. Some of you guys don't like where you're working. And it's just a fact. The 5 of Cups. Some of you guys, wherever you're working, I don't know if you're making like little mistakes or I don't know, your boss could be getting down on you for like stupid things, small things. With this King of Wands, it's giving me a place of authority. So if you're not the boss, if you're not a manager, then this is someone else. 5 of Cups. There's like regret and shame there. Fumbling things. You know, like, how do I explain this? You know, when people say like rejection is like divine protection, if something didn't work out, it wasn't supposed to. It's kind of giving that energy when you realize your heart is not in something because you start doing little things. Like, for example, I worked at a place, right? I worked at a place for about a year and I loved it. I absolutely loved the work I was doing. I just did not like the people I worked with. And I really hated going to that job every day. And it was really hard for me to keep going. And one thing that made me realize I needed to leave was the fact that I was really good at my job, but I would end up getting there a little bit late. I start showing up a little bit late. When I was there, I'd find myself kind of zoning out, kind of disassociating a little bit, daydreaming. Maybe you guys are finding yourself doing that. If you are finding yourself doing that, then maybe it's a sign that this is not where your heart is, you know? Um, I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands, there's definitely somebody that you work with, if not multiple people, that you just would rather not like tell them anything about your personal life. That is, I don't want to say it's a bad sign, right? Because sometimes with work, it's like they don't need to know everything about you, right? They don't need to know everything about your life. But other times, if you feel the need to really like block yourself off around everyone you're working with, especially with the boss, I don't know if you have like a narcissistic boss or just like wherever you're working is that the environment is like takes advantage of like the lower level employees or something. And when I mean taking advantage for me in that instance kind of feels like, okay, yeah, if you're loyal, if you wait, yeah, because I'm seeing the Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles. If you're loyal and you wait and you do this, then yeah, maybe we'll throw you a bone. Like that sort of thing. Because the Hierophant talks about doing things the right way, having to conform to something. So I don't know if there's some sort of rules and regulations that really make it hard for you to do your job the right way. Something about you probably have a better strategy to do something at your job, but you have a boss that doesn't listen, or you're just not in a position to really put yourself forward. It could just be that you're having trouble right now because I just keep hearing future next steps. So some of you guys love your job, but you're realizing that there's not much to go from or not much to go to from there. Maybe you guys are looking for new jobs. I'm seeing right underneath the Page of Swords is the Empress. Maybe you guys are looking for a job that you can support yourself and accomplish your long-term goals. Something about, with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe you're feeling like this is good for now. This is good for now. Why are you going to waste your time somewhere? And I'm seeing 10 of Wands. So there's a lot of work, a lot of stress put on you in this place of work. It's unfair. Could be messing with your emotions here with the King of Cups. Let's do some clarifications here. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Why is there Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? Is there an older woman? Okay, I just heard something. Some of you guys, there's an older woman. Others of you, there's a man that is just very attractive. And I don't know if it's like they get like special treatment because they're very attractive, or maybe you feel like your boss only got a certain job because of connections they had or because people like them. Like, I don't know. There's something about like you don't respect someone that you work with. You do not respect them like at all. What's the Five of Cups about? And this flew over the King of Wands, which is that person. No way. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is someone who's stingy. They're stingy. They don't pay you enough. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Empress again. No way. No way. The Empress talks about a creation of life. I don't know if some of you guys you want to have kids and you're like, I can't support a kid on this paycheck. I have to think about myself long term. Others of you guys, it may be that you just don't feel right. The Empress feels right. They feel safe. They feel comfortable. And they're able to give and they get. But if the Five of Cups is here, it's telling me that there's not an equal dynamic in that way. The Four of Pentacles talks about insecurities. But since this is a career reading, this talks about money problems, money insecurities. Some of you really could be living check to check and you're like, damn, I regret choosing this field. Or damn, I regret choosing this particular job. Because it's one thing to have money problems. It's another thing to have money problems in a job that you love and then also have to deal with shitty people. You know what I mean? Because there's something that you could give up. You know, there are a lot of, like most of the time when you make a long-term decision, like for example, for me, when I did my undergrad, I was choosing between schools. And the reason that I chose the school that I went with was because it had the program I wanted. You know what I mean? It had what I knew I wanted to do. There was something I knew I wanted to do, which was study abroad and work abroad with children. And I did that. But that's the reason why I chose the school. It wasn't because of the money. It wasn't because of the scholarships. It wasn't even because of the city. You know, I didn't even like the city. So some of you guys are like, I don't even like where I live. I don't even want to live here anymore. But I have to stay here because I'm making good money. So I'm hearing it could go either way here. Like there are some people here, things are good. You just really don't like it there. And there are other people, things are not good and you don't like it there. But you like the field. Let me see. Solid investment. Something about you invest a lot of time. Maybe you're working overtime. I'm getting some people are working overtime, but you're not getting paid for it. You're getting extra responsibilities, but you're not getting extra money. What else? Conservation and frugality. Maybe they're just cheap. Like your bosses are cheap. Starting to notice that. I don't feel like that happened in the beginning, but it never does, right? It never does. Let's see. Tell me more. Tell me, tell me more about this King of Wands. Who is it? Who's this King of Wands? The Hermit and the Lovers. Oh, damn. I was about to say, some of you guys have a work crush. Three of Pentacles. No way. Three of Pentacles with the Lovers. Some of you guys have a work crush. And maybe that's the only reason why you stayed. Or if it's not a work crush, you have one friend there that you really fuck with. There's some people that you fuck with, but the higher ups, you don't. What? What's on the bottom of the deck? The Empress. Still. I cannot make this up. Y'all saw me shuffle. The Empress is literally still on the bottom of the deck. What? The Hermit. Damn, I was getting bad vibes from this King of Wands. So maybe this is someone else. There's someone that you find very attractive in the place that you work. I don't know if it's because you find them attractive because they've gone after their goals, they're a bit inspiring, or if you find them physically attractive. Let me see. The Lovers. Gemini, Virgo, Aries coming out strong here. There's also Capricorn on this card. But that doesn't have to be their side. This talks about going inward. So there's someone that you work with that is actually very introspective. Strong Mercury energy coming out here with the Hermit and the Lovers. And so I work with here that I'm hearing they make you think deeper about what you want. Because the Lovers represents a choice, right? And since this is a career reading, if you don't have a crush on someone, there's someone that you've worked with, someone that has been maybe at the company longer than you, the agency longer than you, or just been in the field longer than you. And I feel like they kind of inspire you to do things a little bit different, like to do things in your own way. Because the King of Wands is somebody that does things their own way. It's like kind of like my way or the highway. There's someone that you work with that actually has strong boundaries that, but is a good team player at the same time. I don't know if it's someone that trained you, someone that mentored you. And if you don't have a crush on somebody at workplace, I promise you right now, someone else does. Someone else does have a crush on you. And Aries comes out for him a lot. I keep getting told that someone around me at work is crushing on me. No way! Well, yeah. And you know why? If there is someone crushing on you, the reason why is because you're a good team player. No way. Three of Cups with the Three of Pentacles right here. Yeah, exactly. The reason why is because you're a good team player. Let me see. Let me show you this. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. The reason why is because you're very friendly. Because even if you did something all on your own, you give other people credit. Some of you guys, though, it may come out that you need to stop doing that shit. There's something about like, how do I explain this? How can I put this simply? It's a dog eat dog world. It is a dog eat dog world. And it is 100% okay for you to do that with someone that is like maybe in a different position than you. They don't have the same job title. So it's fine if you collaborate with them. But if there's someone that has the exact same job as you and you're hoping to make a little bit more money or you're hoping to get a promotion or whatever, it's cool to help them. But if you're doing something, if you're picking up their slack, I'm not saying you need to rat them out, but there's a way to say, like, for example, do you know if Johnny put in their report yet? And you did Johnny's report for him? How can you say that? Like, just be like, I don't know. Ask Johnny. Like straight up. Because there's something here about you're being very like, and this is why you're liked. There are people that like you, if not just one person that likes you in your workplace, because you're very, something about you being like lighthearted. You have a smile. I don't know if you have to do like video chats or if you're actually in person with your work. There's something about you that's very like uplifting. Like, for example, some people come to work, right? And they don't want to fucking be there, but they see you and you make them happy. They're happy to be there because you're there. Some of you guys, this is even a boss. So if it is a boss, right? And they're being a little stingy, You have to make them like you, but not just make them like you. You already got that part down, but you need to make them appreciate you. There's something about appreciation here. Like, it's cool if you like me, but pay me more. Some of you guys are like, it's cool if you like me, but pay me more. It's cool if you like me, but what sort of benefits do they have? Oh, maybe that's the problem. Maybe you guys feel like you need more benefits. Let me see. Social events. Does your job have like social events or like things that they have sometimes where you meet people? I don't know if someone wants to see you outside of work. There's someone that you work with that wants to see you outside of work. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I know this is turning into love, but I just needed to look at that because of your comment. But okay, let's keep going with career. Let's keep going with the career here. Tell me what's the Seven of Wands about? This is the environment. There's something hostile. It feels hostile, or like you have to get defensive about certain things. What is that? What is that? The Two of Wands? Oh, so maybe people like second guess the decisions you make. You don't like that being micromanaged. Nine of Swords with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so there's someone that you work with though that is a straight up fucking liar. They're a liar. Okay, and you can tell. That's why you're up at night thinking about work. There's a rat. There's a rat where you work. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm seeing Two of Wands with the Seven of Swords. This is what I mean when I say if you're helping other people, don't, because there's a rat. Like, there's somebody that you might even be helping. This person would throw you under the bus as soon as they could. As soon as they could. You know why? Because they're in this Knight of Wands energy. That was the first card that came out in this reading, because they're here. They don't care. This talks about planning for things in the dark. Saying, should I stay? Should I go? So some of you guys, the reason why the Seven of Wands is out here is because you're wondering, should I stay? Should I go? I'm starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable here. I'm starting to feel like there's something creeping up. Yeah. Listen, if there's one thing that I will always advocate for in my readings is that if you start to feel like something is off, there's a reason for that. No way. Hold on. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Wands still. Okay. Look, I said, if you start to feel like there's something off, there's a reason for it. Look what just happened. 10 of Pentacles came out in reverse. Why would you stay at a job that's going to get you 10 of Pentacles in reverse? This talks about, let me show you. This talks about financial failure. I don't know if the company is going to go under. Maybe that's why they're being stingy. Let me see. Yeah, they've been making cuts. Some of you guys, wherever you work, they lie and say that someone left the company for a different reason than why they left. And you can tell. This talks about the dark side of wealth. So some of you are making good money, but there's some sort of manipulation around it. Like, talks about investment here. So maybe you're making good money, but you hope that you would make more at some point. And it didn't happen. Or it's not happening quick enough. This also talks about deep family conflicts here. So there could be someone that you work with or an environment that you work with. People always bringing up their own family problems, trying to get you to talk about shit that doesn't have anything to do with work. If that's happening, red flag. Why? Because you go to work. Oh, it could be that there's some people trying to get in your business. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know what's going on in your personal life. No. They want to know if you have a family. There is someone, though, that works with you. They want to know if you're married or something like that. I don't know why. Keep in mind, though, there's, like, for example, when you go to an interview or something like that, and they ask you, do you have any kids? Are you expecting kids? Lie. Oh, this bitch is going to have kids soon? Like, lie, bro. Page of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, what did I say? This says overcommitment. So maybe you have too much put on your plate. This also talks about disorganization. So maybe the place of work that you work at, I don't know if they're dirty. I don't know if the cleaners stop coming. Disorganization. It could be that management is not good, and that's the problem. Like, you like some of your coworkers, but the management is not good. They don't do business well. Inability to commit and struggling to juggle. Some of you guys are working 2 fucking jobs right now. but you're manifesting something else with the Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys are wondering, like, what do I have to offer in this place? Page of Cups. Yeah, because there's something sweet about you. There's something sweet about you. And I don't know who you're working with or where you're working. Let me see. Okay. All right, let's move on. So that's the environment. It doesn't feel too bad, but it doesn't feel good. The fact that the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles came out in reverse. Some of you guys are watching this because you want to change fields. So we're going to look at that a little bit more. Let me see. What else do I want to know? I want to know, how are you managing your responsibilities at this place? That's, you know what, okay, that's why I think I gave that example earlier of the, like, when I realized I didn't want to work there anymore, I started showing up late. I wasn't really like, my heart wasn't in it because I didn't like where I was. It wasn't because I didn't like the job. But sometimes that happens. You start to convince yourself that you don't like the job. No, it's probably because you don't like the place or you don't like the people. So ask yourself that. But we're about to look at now how you're managing these responsibilities. The Two of Pentacles is oftentimes having to manage, having to multitask, having to do a lot at once. So let's see. How are you managing? How are you managing at this place of work? We're going to be using our Radiant Wild Atlas deck right now. Gold foil. Looks like that. Okay. How are you managing? I've been thinking about changing. You've been thinking about changing? Yeah. Changing fields. Wow. Yeah, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens, you know, especially depending on like your age. A lot of the time that happens like when you're having like a Saturn return or things like that. Oftentimes people will think about whether or not they need to stay at a job once a year, because that's Jupiter takes a year to go around. Like to change signs, it stays in the sign for a year. So oftentimes once a year, people are thinking about other ways they can make money, other ways they can have abundance. So it's pretty normal. Pretty normal, even if you love your job. But let's see. How are you managing your responsibilities at your job? 3 cards for this, please. How are you managing your responsibilities at this place of work? The Emperor. Okay. You should be the boss. Let's see. King of Wands in reverse, though. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hold on. There's that King of Wands coming out again. Oh, my gosh. Please. Hold on. Maybe you feel like that. Maybe you're feeling like jumbled. I don't know. Hold on. Gotta move these cards out the way. The Death card just came out. Hold on. Okay. Let me try to unpack this. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So there's something that you've been... Okay. The Two of Swords, believe it or not, is my intuition card. And the reason why I say that is because in the original like deck, the Two of Swords is like a woman and they're holding 2 different swords. And the way that I interpret it is that woman is trying to choose the sword that is going to be like the one for them, the one they need to use for the rest of their time as like whatever, I don't know, a page or whatever, a knight or whatever. And they're stuck with that sword. You know, have you ever seen like, oh fuck, what's a show where they use like a sword and then they pass it down the lineage? Have you ever seen like Xena Warrior Princess? Like her equipment that she used, like that was the shit, and she used it. You know what I mean? She didn't change her stuff. She had it the whole time. So there's something here about like with the Two of Swords being here. It's like, should I stay? Should I go? Is this the right place for me? And there's no one that can tell you. You know why? Because you're managing. Because you're managing. The Emperor and the King of Wands is a boss. Okay? They get shit done. But I'm also seeing here, and I can't ignore it, the Knight of Wands coming out for the hello 3rd time, which talks about passion. Is your heart in it? Are you happy? Are you upbeat when you're there? I'm seeing the Death card and the Empress. So some of you guys, are you managing? Sure. Could you do better elsewhere? Yeah, you could. You're an Emperor here, but you could be an Empress elsewhere. I love that both of them came out because some of you guys are like, damn, I don't know. I don't know. It's a risk. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. The Emperor don't care about taking risks. Knight of Wands, they don't care about taking risks. You know why? Because it's connected to the Empress. And one thing that I want to say here with the Death card represents change. So change, either something needs to change where you're working, like you need a promotion. Oh, the Two of Wands also can represent procrastination or delusion. Like, for example, you keep telling yourself, Well, I have reviews coming up, so I'll just wait and see what happens with the reviews. I'm waiting for my bonus. That sort of thing. There's always a reason, right? But the Two of Swords is when you're being delusional. You need to use your intuition here. There's nothing about logic. The King of Swords isn't out here. The Queen of Swords isn't out here. But what we do have is a card that represents passion. What we do have is two cards that represents knowing exactly what you're doing, and someone that is attractive, someone that is a blessing to wherever they work, to be honest. The King of Wands is a boss. But here with this Death card, let's look. What's the energy behind this Death card? What's the energy behind the Death card? Oh my God. 3 cards came out, so I will take them. Oh, bottom of the deck, nightmare. What? This resonates. This resonates with that Nine of Swords that came out. I said, what is the connection to this Death card? I'm seeing suffering, darkness, and persecution. That doesn't sound good. But what else though? Death card and change. Oh, wow. Beautiful cards. Let me tell you right now. Look at this. We have adventure. So some of you guys, the Death card is about a change, needing to change to do something that you're actually excited about. This says exploring. No freaking way. I can't make this up. What does it say on the card? Look, passion. It literally says passion. Going after what you want to do. Is there something that you've always wanted to do? Is there something you've always wanted to do? Travel? Maybe some of you guys want a job that allows you to travel more. Let me see. Goals and alliance. Goals and alliance here. So the Death card is connected to this. So some of you guys are like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish all my goals. I don't know if I'm going to find the right place. I don't know if I'm going to find friends where I move. My friends are here or something like that. Okay, but your heart isn't in it. This also talks about trust. The Death card is connected to the trust. It says trust here. So there's someone or something that you don't trust where you're working right now. It's just the truth. It also talks about compatibility here. So maybe this just isn't the place for you. You could be good anywhere. That's not the question. And some of you guys needed to hear that. Some of you guys are like, I don't know if I'm skilled enough for this, or I don't know if I could pick up, or I don't know if I could learn it quick enough, or I don't know if I could really do something with it. The Gold card, this talks about purpose. So if you were to change, whatever you're doing next is where your purpose is meant to be. It also talks about destination here and expectations. So you have higher expectations for your life. It's just coming out here. I'm not saying you need to quit right away, but like maybe start small. Some of you guys are like, I've always wanted to live somewhere. I've always wanted to live here. But I don't know if I can find a job there. Maybe you need to take a trip there over the weekend. Just test it out. See how you feel in that city. Oh, some of you guys need to look into horary. I think it's called horary astrology. HORARY astrology. That looks at, I'm pretty sure it looks at like where you can be the most successful in the world. Like it does like a reading for what city you could be most successful in. Some of you guys should look into that. Someone here wants to do like mission trips or something. Others of you, if you're working at a company, you may want to be your own boss. Oh my gosh, yes, I've been wanting to do some. Oh, wow. Yeah. You're having your Saturn return right now? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're having your Saturn return right now, one thing that I will say though is that all of the harsh lessons that you have learned up until this point did serve you. Wherever you were at, there was a reason why you were there, but it doesn't mean you have to stay there. It's really difficult, right? When you hit your Saturn return age, especially because you're an adult, you probably have worked jobs that didn't really have that much how do I say this? Like room for growth. You've already done that. So maybe you found a place where you're like, I could live a good life here. But who wants a good life when you have a great one? Let's see. Tell me more. What do I want to look at now? Well, one of the questions I was going to look at was if your passion was there, and it just seems like it's not. So it seems like it's not. I want to know, some of you guys have been questioning whether or not you should keep working there or if you should quit. Should I do that for you? Should I just look at it? Let's see. Damn, I'm scared. I'm scared, right? Because once you know, oh, that's why the Two of Swords is here. Oh, the Two of Swords is the once you know, you can't unknow it. So if you admit to yourself, if you start asking questions like, well, where can I be in 5 years here? If you start asking your boss, well, do you ever think you're going to promote me? Do you ever think whatever? If you start asking those questions and they say no, well, you can't just keep living in a fucking nightmare. You have to change. So there could be some procrastination here about figuring out next steps because you're afraid. Because once you know, you know. You can't unknow it. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Okay, let me see. Let me see here. Hold on. There's some cards in here that aren't supposed to be there. Okay, let's get... Damn, I just shuffled a deck in here that's not supposed to be in here. Hold on. I didn't realize they were connected. Give me a second. Okay. Ooh, that's a make the effort. Make the effort. Some of you guys need to make the effort to start looking elsewhere. Maybe you don't need to quit right now, but just start looking. Start looking. Explore your options. There's nothing wrong with exploring your options unless you have like a contract that you're stuck in. If you're stuck in a contract, baby, well, that's something different. That's something different. And you need a different reading for that. Get a personal. But if you're not obligated to stay where you're at, let's look. Should you quit? This is a tough question, right? Because once you hear the answer, you can't unknow it. Should you quit? Or should you keep working there for a little bit? Should you quit? Or should you keep working there? Let's see. 3 cards. Ah! I'm nervous. First one says, listen to your intuition. What the fuck did I say? How many times did I say? You want a legitimate, logical, factual, you're not going to get it, baby. Should you quit? If you've been telling yourself maybe you should, yeah, that's a yes. First one is a yes. We're going to pull 2 more. What did I say about that Two of Swords? What did I say? Ooh, hello. Within the next few weeks. Okay. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Now, I just want to advise you or let you guys know, in this particular deck, no way, bottom of the deck, it literally says let go. I cannot make this up. But in this particular deck, we're asking right now, should you quit or should you stay? Split the deck, I'm saying big happy changes. Let go and big happy changes. What was I about to say? I want you to know that in this deck, there are 2 cards that say yes, and there's 2 cards that say no. One of them has an exclamation mark, and one of them doesn't. So if there's an exclamation mark, that's a hell yes. Should you quit? You're ready. Well, bottom of the deck, it says opportunity. So it's looking like a yes to me. Don't be scared. You literally just got the message that you're ready. Maybe give it a couple of weeks. I don't know if there's something coming up at your job in a couple of weeks or something. Or maybe you need to give yourself a couple of weeks to start applying elsewhere. Don't do it immediately. But it does kind of seem like if your intuition has been telling you that maybe you should, that's a yes. You know, y'all just saw me split this deck, right? I gave you the yes. And I just told you there is a card in this deck that says no, but it did not come out. Proof of that. Boom. Read it. Didn't come out for you. It didn't come out. I'm sorry. It didn't come out for you. Oh my God. Why am I feeling so spicy today? Okay. Damn. I'm sorry. Am I being rough? Some of you guys are like, you're just throwing this at me right now. I'm sorry, but I mean, shit. It said yeah. It said yeah. What you want me to do? Okay. Well. So there's a new focus. There's a new focus that you need to focus on right now. And I want to know what that is. There's a new focus. And there's a sort of like demeanor, I would say, that you need to start adopting. What is that? We're going to look at the new you, and then we're going to look at either the new field or the new focus. Meaning, for example, you know how I gave the example of I chose my undergrad school because of the program. Some of you guys, there's a new focus that you need to think of. Like, am I going to get benefits? Am I going to be able to get off at a certain time? Am I going to be working overtime? Like, those are the things you need to focus on. So we're going to look at that. But before we look at that, there's, when I say demeanor, for example, Let me tell you about my demeanor when I was in undergrad. Because dead ass, maybe I should have done a reading like this when I was in my undergrad, simply because of the social aspects. I did fine with school. But when I was in undergrad, my demeanor, I'm here for school. I was not here to make friends. I was not there to make friends. Did I? Yeah. But I didn't expect to. I was also there simply to learn. I just wanted to learn. I didn't have any mind on the social part of it. So some of you guys, that's what I mean when I say a new demeanor. Now, the demeanor I had when I was in class, headphones in, don't talk to me. The demeanor I had when I was in class, I'm here to work. I came for class and I'm leaving. Like I didn't linger. I didn't, meet people in the elevator, start chit-chatting with them. I didn't do that. That was my demeanor. We're going to look at what yours needs to be. Because that doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing I did. Let's see. What's the demeanor that you need to take in the workplace, the next place you go? 3 cards. Oh, shit. These flipped around. I'm going to take these as one because they came together. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing 4 of Pentacles. You need to be more stingy. Look, they're stingy with you. You need to be more stingy with yourself. Don't open up so quickly. Something about you guys. I don't know if you're sharing like personal details. Let me see. 6 of Pentacles and the star. Yeah. The demeanor. Don't be giving these bitches hope. Oh my God. Don't be giving these people hope. Let's look. 6 of Pentacles is an equal reciprocity. Okay. The star, very optimistic, very happy, very beautiful. You can't be having people think that you're going to save them. Something about wherever you're at right now, you were what they needed. Like you needed them, but they're not paying you like that. Or they're not treating you like that. Your demeanor, I'm not a ray of sunshine. No. Why? Because something about being taken serious. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. No, there's no equal give and take. Actually, I want more. No, I want more. Yeah, something about if they're putting more responsibilities on you, but they're not paying you for that, hell no. Oh, you know what it is? Once you start interviewing, something about, I don't know if you guys have ever said no. Like, have you guys ever said no to a job offer? I don't know if you need to apply to more than one place. There's something about I don't want to sound rude or mean or anything. Like these companies will be fine if you say no, but you've been saying yes to people and hoping it's going to work out. Right? You've been saying yes or whatever, hoping that it's going to become reciprocal at some point. No, it needs to be there now. It needs to be there immediately is what I'm hearing. What else? So that's the demeanor. It's kind of selfish. You need to be more selfish. The star is someone that martyrs themselves sometimes, right? They look at things in terms of what's best for everyone. No. What's best for you? What is best for you? I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I know I'm yelling, but damn. Okay, let's get 2 more. What demeanor do you need to adopt here? 4 of Pentacles came out again. I cannot make this up. Look. Stingy. Need to be stingy. Let's get 1 more. I just heard heartbreaker. Let's get 1 more. What's the demeanor they need to adopt? I'm not angry. I know I sound it, but I'm not angry. I'm a sidereal Aries moon, so Okay. Ooh. King of Swords with the 9 of Swords. Look. The demeanor you need to take up, King of Swords does not play. They don't play. They will cut you off. As soon as you start worrying them, as soon as you start making them feel unsure, as soon as you start making them feel anxious, no. Now, one thing that the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords also does, depending on, it doesn't matter your gender, the King of Swords does not let people question them. They know what they're doing. They say something and they stand on it. So if you say, I'm not working past a certain time, don't work past a certain time. You know why? Because once you do it once, then they hope they're going to keep doing it. No, be stingy. 9 of Swords, something about, I don't know if you guys are working late, up thinking about work late. No. Take some time off. Do you follow sidereal astrology? A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Yeah. I've been doubting and finding a job. Yeah. What was I saying? King of Swords? And the 9 of Swords. I don't know, Some of you guys, the demeanor that you need to take in your workplace, if you've been extra friendly, the next place you work at, you need to reinvent yourself. With the King of Swords and the Nine of Swords, the next place you work at, they need to worry if you're going to cut them off and leave. The next place you work at, they need to worry if you're going to leave them. They need to worry if you care about them. It's the truth. It's coming out. The star in reverse, no, we're not hopeful. No, we're not here to play. It doesn't mean that you can't make friends. It doesn't mean that people can't love you there, but they will love you because you have self-respect and because you're attractive and because you know your worth and because you're smart and because you say something and you stand on it. Look at the King of Swords here. He don't play. Look at him. Oh, you're questioning me? You don't know what he's going to react. You don't know what he's going to say. Exactly. Leave a little mystery. Yeah. You know what's so crazy? Okay, so it's interesting that you say that because for me, I felt the same way with sidereal astrology. I don't practice sidereal astrology. Like if you get a reading from me, I don't use that. But for me, I always look at my sidereal placements as what could I be doing different? To me, my sidereal placements are who I can allow myself to be. Who I can allow myself to be. Who I actually am, but how I haven't always been. So like tropical, like I'm a Virgo sun, Taurus moon, Virgo rising. But sidereally, I have an Aries moon and I have even more Virgo in my chart. So one thing that I have really learned to stop doing is stop making excuses. And also to stop being so stubborn. There are some times with my Taurus placements, sometimes where I can just take a while. I procrastinate. And I'm just extra reliable. But Aries, they do what they want. They're very brave. They take risks, and so there's something emotionally validating for me as a sidereal Aries moon when I just do something because I want to. But it's hard for me to do that in my regular everyday life. And so some of you guys, you need to look at your sidereal placements in that way. Maybe it will be helpful for you. For another thing for me, I have tropical Libra placements, but sidereally, they turn Virgo. So I don't know if you find yourself sometimes like people pleasing or doing things for the greater good of everybody, always trying to see the people's sides, trying to sugarcoat shit. I don't do that no more. I don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? But and sometimes I still catch myself doing it. Like for example, in this reading, I'm like, damn, did that sound rough? Damn. The problem with that is that people that appreciate you, you show up as you are and they take you. But if you show up giving these people hope that you're going to be this way, whatever, and that's really not who you want to be, of course you're not going to be happy in that place of work. Of course you're not going to be happy with that group of friends. You know what I mean? Let me see. Is your south node the same as your sidereal sun? No. Actually, that's a good question. I don't think so. My south node is Capricorn. Tropical Capricorn. I'm thinking about this for you guys. I don't know. Some of you guys just seem very nice, like very nice. And like this next place that you work at, it doesn't mean that you can't be yourself, but you need to have more boundaries. You need to don't let people question you. People have been questioning you, micromanaging you. No, the next place you go at, they don't know where the fuck you used to work. You know what I mean? Like they don't know how you were there. Show up there a completely different person. You know what I mean? Show up there like you I don't want to say show up there like you already own the shit, but like show up there confident. Show up there like you have something to offer them. You have advice to give them. Some of you guys have ideas for how you could improve your place of work that you're working at right now, and you're not putting them forth. Probably because these people don't take you seriously there right now. They take you seriously enough to put all these responsibilities on you, but not seriously enough to be able to give you their job if they're higher up. You know what I mean? And some of you already knew that. This is extra confirmation for that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, but talking about South Node. So, I guess I can give you guys an example of that, of how I like kind of shifted myself. So originally, when I was thinking about going to school, I thought that I was going to go to school for law. Everyone always told me that I should go to school for law because I could be a little bit combative, and if I didn't like something, I stood on it. You know what I mean? I could be very argumentative, but not even argumentative. I don't think it was argumentative. I think that people got defensive with me because I showed up like this King of Swords, because I did not care what other people had to say, because I knew I was right. And so they were like, you should go to school for law. I don't want to go to school for law. Why? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be friends with lawyers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I wanted to do psych. I wanted to get to know people on a different level. But the reason why I'm relating that back to my South Node and stuff is because I think when you look at your nodes, it talks about like your past life energy and something that you need to stop conforming to and do different in this lifetime. So for me, I have Capricorn, Cancer. And what's interesting for me is that I don't have Capricorn or Cancer in any of my houses. I have interceptions. And so I'm used to just work. But there's something, and also like working to have a lot of responsibilities, working to be the boss. But Cancer is a sign of nurture. It's a sign of being soft. It's a sign of listening to your intuition. You know what I mean? It's a sign of caring about family, caring about people around you, caring about whether or not you feel safe and comfortable somewhere. Capricorns are used to not being comfortable, but I don't want to be that way. You know, so some of you guys need to listen to it that way. Like, can I live a comfortable life where I am right now? Look at your South Node. Look at your North Node. Some of you guys need to look at that to see where your purpose is. Like, for example, maybe you have always been stuck in like a place where you have to deal with like a lot of numbers and you actually don't want to do that. You want to do something a little bit more artistic, or maybe it's the other way around. You I don't know, got a degree in like literature or something like that. And maybe you want to completely go left field and do something else. I don't know. Some of you guys are thinking about going back to school. I just heard that. I'm seeing the Eight of Pentacles. Tell me about. Okay, so that's the demeanor. That was the demeanor. Now I want to know, what's the focus? What is the new focus? What's the new focus? Meaning, what sort of career could you think about here? Now, some of you guys take this with a grain of salt, because if you already know what you want to do, then you can fast forward this part. But if you don't know the field that you want to go in, or you don't know the place you want to move to, or you don't know what position you want to look for. Sorry. Let's see. 3 cards, please. One more. What is the new focus for looking for this new place of work or this new job? Bottom of the deck, we have the outsider, which is the 5 of Pentacles. So the new focus here, some of you guys need to go somewhere that gives you healthcare benefits, good healthcare benefits. Others of you, though, I don't know, maybe you want to work with children. Maybe you want to work with people that have been left out in society. Like, I don't know if you want to work with minority groups, immigrants, something like that. 5 of Pentacles, I'm seeing. Shelter. I just heard shelter. Let's see. What's the new focus? Innocence. Yeah. I don't know. Some of you guys could even want to work with the elderly, like an old folks home or something. Let's see. Success with creativity. What did I say? Something about you want to do something a little bit more creativity. This is the second or third time I think the Empress has come out in this reading alone. So you want to, the new focus is somewhere, look, somewhere that you are actually applauded for your sweetness. Somewhere that you're actually applauded because you know how to be a boss with the King of Swords, but you also know how to be fun. How do I explain this? The 6 of Wands is like when you get acknowledgement, when you get promotions, when you get that raise, when you have people that want to do what you're doing, people that follow your lead. Okay. I'm hearing that song, The Eye of the Tiger. I don't know if someone here has always wanted to sing. Always wanted to paint, work in agriculture, travel the world, work with animals. Someone here wants to be a vet. Some of you guys are interested in astronomy, science, but like a very niche science. Innocence here. What's the new focus? Some of you guys want to do counseling, yoga, meditation, something spiritual, something a little bit more spiritual. Let me see. Yes, I've been wanting to work in a shelter. What? Or with kids in a fundraising event. Yeah, I see that actually. So crazy that you're saying that. I'm seeing a lot here. Some of you guys just want a job that would allow you the ability to be in nature more. Like, not meaning that you have to work outside, but like some of you guys just want more time to yourself. Kind of feels like. Some of you guys want a mentor, someone that you can actually respect where you're working. Some of you guys need to go somewhere where you can actually get advice on how you can level up. Some people, like for example, One thing that I will always say, and how I always know whether or not you have a good friend around you as a Virgo, this is me as a Virgo, is that if you look silly and your friend doesn't tell you look silly, like you got makeup on your teeth or you got lipstick on your teeth or your eyeliner has been running for the past 2.5 hours, they've been looking at you, shaking your face, they don't tell you, but you were out in public. I don't feel like that's a good friend. Or like if someone knows you're getting cheated on, but they don't tell you, that's not a good friend. They knew that, you know what I mean? And you didn't know. They knew you didn't know. It's like kind of giving me the energy of like you may work with some people that know that you have a lot to offer, but they don't gas you up because they don't want you to take their spot. There's no place that you should be working in when someone is like in competition with you, unless you want to do sports. Some of you guys, I am seeing that with the Six of Wands though. Maybe you do want to do sports. Maybe you do want to be a little bit more of like the shining star here. Some of you guys have been an underdog for too fucking long. Too long. The Empress isn't the underdog. Look at that. There's very beautiful energy here to whoever is watching. The collective that's watching this video right now, give that shit a like. I need y'all here. Come back again. I like your energy. I really do. I do, because I feel like what you do comes from a good place. You know? Some of you guys want to shed light on something. I don't know if you want to give advice to people on something like but it's like something personal. Like for example, for me, part of the reason why I started working with kids was because I knew what it was like to deal with certain things as a kid. And no one gave me advice on that stuff. No one told me what the right thing to do in those situations was. Maybe you want to do something like that, where it's like, I've been here, it didn't work out for me. I want to let other people know you can do this different. And you've been like, well, who would listen to me? Everyone. A lot of people would. Genuinely. A lot of people I feel like would take you seriously and would follow you. That's your new focus. Some of you guys need to focus on getting more followers, getting more people to see you, putting yourself out there more. Six of Wands is someone that puts themselves out there. Someone that's confident. Wherever you're working at, if you don't feel confident every time you walk in there, if you don't feel like a boss every time you walk in there, that's not the place for you. I don't believe in that. I'm just going to say that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that like where you're working, you should feel like, damn, what if they're going to fire me? Like, that's not a good place to work at. How are you supposed to work? How are you supposed to like do your best when you're afraid of the rug being pulled from underneath you? That's another reason why I say that some people don't need to be in relationships, because they're afraid of intimacy. They're afraid of opening up, because what if they get left? That's no way to live. And that's also no way to work, especially if you have to go to work every fucking day, you know? Let's see. All right. So I want to know, you've been asking yourself a lot of questions. What have you been asking yourself? What have you been asking yourself about your future? What have you been asking yourself about your future? What's been on your mind here? Justice. Justice talks about doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. Having a good balance. Maybe some of you guys are trying to figure out how you can find a good balance between work and something else. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing Judgment. Judgment is either when you cut something off, you make a final decision about something, or you ask for redemption. So some of you guys, you tried something, you failed at it before, but you didn't actually fail. You didn't actually fail. Okay. It just might not have been the right time. You might not have been around the right people that were willing to support you, and it didn't work out and you never went back to it. Maybe you've been asking yourself, was that the right thing to do? Should I try it again? I'm seeing the devil here. What have you been asking yourself about who doesn't have your best intentions? You also been asking yourself, what are the bad habits that you've been keeping in the workplace? Like, I don't know. You've been working overtime, not getting paid for it. You've been, Three of Wands. Yeah. I mean, the Three of Wands is literally the card of moving on. So, well, that's my card of moving on. I think some of you guys have been feeling anxious at work. If you've been feeling like you need to fidget, your hands been doing this, your foot start tapping and shit, I don't know. Some of you guys have been wondering if your boss is doing illegal shit and you don't want to get caught up in that. You don't. I'm telling you right now with the Judgment card, you don't. You do not. All right. Tell me more about this long-term future. Tell me more about this long-term future. This is going to be more so in the next 6 months. I don't really do too much time frames unless I'm doing a reading specifically for time frames. You feel me? But I do want to kind of see what can we expect. What can we expect for you in the next 6 months when it comes to work, when it comes to your goals? Where are you going to be in the next 6 months? Let's see. I think I'm going to pull 5 cards. Okay. Where are they going to be? 10 of Wands. Okay. 1. Where are they going to be in the next 6 months? Oh my God. Can you relax? Just want 1. That's it. Just 1. Spirit's got a lot to say. Let's see. The Emperor. I'll show you in a second. I'll show you the cards in a second. Hold on. Let's get 3 more. Where are you going to be in the next 6 months? The Emperor sounds pretty fucking good to me. Sounds good to me. Shit, I'll take it. Some of y'all might be your own boss. 8 of Wands. Have a lot to say. That's why I said some of y'all want to talk to people. Some of y'all want to share your thoughts. 5 of Cups. Okay. Okay. And the Queen of Swords. Good. Good. Boundaries. Bottom of the deck. That's why I said some of y'all have a lot to say. Ace of Wands. So where are you going to be in the next 6 months? You're going to be starting something new. Something completely new. A new start that you're passionate about. Wands is passion, right? What did I say? But look, I'm seeing the 10 of Wands with the Emperor. So some of you guys, I do feel like you may be starting from scratch, or you may be like working for yourself, or in a how do I say that? In a better position of like power, but with more responsibilities in 6 months. But this is what I mean. And I think that's why I said this earlier when I said it's different if you have a lot of responsibilities or things to manage, but you're happy and you love what you do. Look at this. Look at them. They're happy. They love what they do. Yeah, it's stressful sometimes, but it's okay. Now, I'm also seeing here 8 of Wands in the 5 of Cups. Some of you guys, you're going to walk away. You're going to walk away from something or someone, and people are going to be communicating that they have a lot of regrets for the way they treated you, the way they did what they did. Some of you guys, people are going to be coming back like, can we try this again? I'll give you this much money. You're like, I'm already making more here. What? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Stronger boundaries. Very intelligent. You're going to be looking very intelligent. Like you know what you're doing. No one's going to question you. No one questions the Queen of Swords. And what do you think happens? They get the sword if they do. So some of you guys are going to be able to put your foot down in the next 6 months. Good. Good. Should I do some clarifications? Trying to think about what deck to use. I didn't use so many. Let's use Light Seers. Okay. Tell me about the next 6 months. Let me move this out the way. Tell me about the next 6 months here. I don't know if you guys are starting something. Let's see. Tell me about the 10 of Wands. What's this about? The wheel of fortune. Okay, so some of you guys maybe going to get a little bit more money, but you have to work hard for it. You have to put in some work. It's not just going to come flying out the air. Unless you like play the lottery or something. Let me see. Clarifying the Emperor. Stop. Oh my God. Please. Clarifying the Emperor. I just saw the 10 of Cups, but I did also see something else. I don't want that one to come out again. Tell me. Clarifying the Emperor for me. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Okay, so you're going to have options. You're going to have options for work. In the next 6 months, you're going to have more than one option. Some of you guys, this is dreams though. The 7 of Cups is dreamy. So maybe that means that with the Emperor and the 7 of Cups, you're following your dreams. Clarifying the 8 of Wands, communication about the 3 of Cups. Yeah, what did I say? There are going to be some people, because your energy in your last place of work was the 3 of Cups, or your place of work right now was the 3 of Cups. Some of you guys, somebody's going to be reaching out to you from a place you used to work at or whatever. Like, I'm sorry. No. Or I'm sorry, I miss you. You were always so great. It was always so fun here. Why'd you leave? Because I had to go. Now, others of you, though, that could be, I'm seeing King of Cups just came out here. Others of you, though, there's someone that, like I said, has emotions for you. You'll be getting some communication from them about how much they miss you or how sad they were to see you go, or that they're sorry that they didn't make a move sooner. I don't know. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Emperor. No way. Again, how many times does the Emperor come out in this reading? 4 fucking times. Same with the Empress. Wow. Split the deck and I'm seeing 8 of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 10 of Wands. All right. Clarifying the Queen of Swords here. Clarifying the King of Swords. Queen of Swords here. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Oh my God. I can't make this up. Bottom of the deck right now, we have the Judgment card. Again. But not only did that card repeat, we also got a repetition of the Ace of Wands. Yeah. A new start for you. In the next 6 months, what's going to be different for you is that you're going to be able to put your foot down and go after the things that you actually want when it comes to work. Okay. So if this resonated, which I really, really, really hope it did, give that a like. Let's get you some advice. I will be reading you the advice for these cards. So if you don't like that, please just bear with me because the message here needs to be clear. What's the advice? What's the advice for the collective watching in regards to their career in the next 6 months? What's the advice for them? I just saw 111 on the clock. Trust the universe. First quarter moon in Aquarius. With release control. First quarter moon in Taurus. Oh my God. I'll pick it up in a second. Hold on. All right. First quarter moon in Aquarius. Let me show you the card again. Give me a second. In first quarter moon in Taurus. Let me show you the Taurus one first. Where'd it go? I can't believe it fell like that. But to be honest, that happens at least once every reading. Okay. Hold on. First quarter moon in Taurus. What in your life are you trying just a bit too hard to do? What are you absolutely stuck on? To the point where you won't even entertain another idea. You need to release your grip on life. Whatever you want, release it to the universe and trust that the universe will come back to you with whatever it is for your highest good. Yeah, there's something about the highest good with the Justice card coming out. Yeah. This also talks about if you're feeling possessive about someone or something, your challenge now is to let go, let live. If you're in a financial situation here or something having to do with money, the key thing to focus on here is your self-worth. Avoid getting into get rich quick schemes. Yeah, that's why I said, unless you're someone that like typically plays the lottery, I wouldn't tell you to like go start playing the lottery hoping you're going to win some money. Unless you already play the lottery, don't be doing stuff like that. Okay, it's not about the main message here is to know your worth. If you don't want to be somewhere, then don't be. Simply put, if you don't want to be somewhere, don't be. It says, it also talks about here, an affirmation for you is, thank you for showing me that all of my needs are taken care of. Thank you for showing me that all of my needs are taken care of. If all of your needs are not being taken care of where you're working at right now, then that's not the place for you to work at, because you need to be focusing on your long-term goals and your own self-worth. You deserve to be taken care of. Okay, someone needs to hear that. Someone needs to hear that. You deserve to be taken care of. Now, sun, or when the first quarter moon in Taurus happens, that's when the sun is in Aquarius and the moon is in Taurus. So there could be something significant that happens for you in Aquarius season. So keep in mind, bookmark this, and also mark on your calendar. I want you to do it right now. Right now. Go on, what's a website where they show you like the, what is that? The like the astrological forecast. Go and look up, when is the moon going to be in Taurus during Aquarius season? What day? I promise you that day is going to be significant for you. Or maybe by that day, there's some change here. Okay, what season is it right now? We're in Scorpio season. Okay, so you got a good while. The next time the fixed season comes around. It also talks about how Venus's day on Friday is an important day for you to manifest here. Okay, so every Friday, there needs to be some sort of ritual that you do that takes care of yourself. Self-care, very important here, but also knowing your self-worth. So I don't know, every Friday, maybe you need to start asking yourself, is there anybody in my life right now that has been ticking me off? Is there anything in my life right now that's been making me feel undervalued? If there is, Figure out what you're going to do about it. Let's see. First quarter moon in Aquarius. Your second advice here. It's time to release your grip on a situation. No way. Coming out again. Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity in our dreams because we're scared that they won't come true. But that's counterproductive. Let live. State your intention to the universe and then detach. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter you grip now, the more likely you are to lose out later. Yeah. This is especially true if you've been jealous or had issues having to do with sex or money recently, about jealousy or envy, either coming from you or other people around you. Your advice here is to avoid trying too hard to influence other people. That's why I said, if they don't know your worth right now, they're never going to. Let me say that one more time. If they don't know your worth right now, they're never going to. This advice here is very much linked to your third eye chakra. So you need to do something here. I don't know. I had a special part of this reading. I'm so happy that came out, third eye chakra. So yesterday, you guys, I got another deck for you. And this deck is really, really, really special because it talks about the different crystals and like the good crystals that you can use to like do and accomplish certain things. So I have a list of crystals for you that you can use, that you can purchase, that will help you hit these goals. And I'll tell you exactly why in a second. All of these crystals that I'm about to show you are good helping you figure out your routine. They're good if you need to work out. You can wear these when you're working out. They're also good to practice more self-discipline. So if, like I said, with the 10 of Wands, you're going to have to put a little bit of work here to get that Emperor status that you're looking for. That's okay. Try to use these crystals. It also talks about these crystals are good if you're trying to facilitate some sort of drastic change in your life, like changing your job, changing your field. These crystals are also good for abundance and money. I just did a money spell myself yesterday, an abundance spell for myself. I do that every couple of months, and I would recommend you do it with a green candle. Get green candles. But yeah, these are good for bringing in money and abundance. And abundance is not always money. Sometimes it's like abundant happiness, abundant friends. You know what I mean? So whatever you're trying to get in Slurpus, that's good for it. Now, these crystals are also good to help drown out radiation and electromagnetic energy, that whole thing, for the day-to-day stuff. Like, we have to use our phones a lot. We have to use socials. We have to use like all these devices. So they're good to help you protect from that. There's a specific one in here that's good for that. Now, some of these are also good connected to the root chakra and stress management. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of stress for you in the future because you're changing, you're evolving. Okay. Now, these are also good to protect your inner peace amongst chaos, amongst people that may not want to see you in, or chaos for you could just be general anxiety about your future. So I'm going to show you these. Please don't come at me if I cannot pronounce them, perfect. But this one is dumartierite. This is a good crystal. Let me show you. You can screenshot this if you'd like, if you want to read the messages about it later. Okay. Dumartierite. First one. Now, this one is good for daily meditation. It's good for organizing yourself. What did I say? Something about a problem in your current workplace was the disorganization, either your own or the people you work with. So this is good. It's also, this talks about putting an end to a chaotic life. So if you've been working real hard, staying up late, and not getting a lot of sleep, that's going to help you. Put that shit under your pillow. Now, the next one, grossular. This particular crystal, it radiates a positive energy for you. It's good when you touch it in contact with the skin. I would recommend you kind of like rubbing it around your body, specifically where your root chakra is and here on the third eye. This is a good garnet that is good to re-energize your chakras. So I would recommend using this, rubbing this on you maybe once a week. It's also good to relieve stress. Next one, which you guys probably have heard of, topaz. Now, topaz is good to pinpoint accuracy in your life. It sheds light on your next path. So if you've been trying to figure out where you're supposed to go, topaz, wear this shit around your neck for the next 2 weeks. See what happens. See where you feel drawn to. Whatever starts to make you feel like emotionally passionate when you're wearing this, maybe that's an inkling for you. This topaz crystal is good for learning how to trust yourself, learning how to trust and have enough confidence that you can accomplish your goals and reach abundance. Now, this next one, stromatolite. Kind of looks like tiger's eye, but it's not. Okay? It's not. Now, in fact, what I love about this one is that this is a very ancient stone, and it it activates your root chakra, and it helps you get back in touch with like Mother Earth. Now, Amazonite. This one's good too. Very beautiful. I believe this is the one that comes in either different shades of green. Yep. This one is good for opening the throat and the heart chakra. And it helps drown out the static from like all that electromagnetic stuff, all things that comes from your phones. I'll show you it again. Amazonite. So if you work from home or you have to be on a computer quite a lot for whatever work you're doing, I would recommend you use this. Put this crystal on your desk or wherever you're like using these devices. Okay. Now I have this one actually right now on my desk here, and it is called the green moss agate or agate. I'm not sure which one, but I have that crystal already. I'll show you it. I wish you could see like the way it looks, because you can actually see the green moss and everything in the inside of the crystal. But I'll show you the card one more time. Green moss agate. So this crystal is good for, it has good healing properties. Now, what I really like about it is that it has properties of earth, air, and water in it. So if you guys are needing to connect more to your practical side, your emotions, and your intellect, good crystal to have around you. Okay. This also helps working with the heart chakra and helps to bring in abundance. All of these are good for abundance work. And I particularly chose these specific cards to use because I knew I was going to be doing this reading. Now, malachite, beautiful malachite. Good one. Malachite. Okay, so malachite is a stone. Oh, I love that it says adventure on here because we did get the adventure card coming out for you. But malachite is good when you're trying to make some sort of drastic change in your life that maybe you're not feeling the most comfortable with. It gives you the strength to do that. It gives you the confidence to make those changes. So malachite might even be good used in conjunction with, where is it? Which one was it? Where is it? This one. You can screenshot this if you'd like. Okay. Malachite is a very strong crystal. Okay. I recommend that for you. And the last one that I have for you is pegmatite. Okay. Pegmatite. I recommend that you get these crystals. They don't have to be big. You don't have to get the big ones. You can just get a small little one like this. This one is citrine. But so the pegmatite, this is good to channel in a very specific vibration. Meaning, when you wear this, people that are attracted to you, you don't have to question them. Pegmatite is good when you're dealing with feelings of inadequacy, when you're dealing with feelings of self-doubt. It helps you open up your heart chakra. It helps you to reveal what your hidden skill sets are. So I would also say you could wear the pegmatite with the malachite, or maybe even the topaz, right? Because it talks about figuring out your direction, being confident in that direction. Topaz, malachite, pegmatite. Okay. Now, what I mean when I say wear them in conjunction or use them in conjunction, some of these you can put under your pillow. I have a couple of other ones that I've bookmarked. I'll probably do another reading here to help you connect to your intuition a little bit more, and I'll show you some of those crystals good for them. And I'm gonna eventually put these into shorts, so you can go on my page and access which ones are good for what on my channel soon. I'm just not gonna do them right now because I just got the deck yesterday. But what I mean when I say use them in conjunction or use them together, I have a pendant that is like a copper circle where you can squeeze or like put in one of these, like a bigger crystal. But then I also have small, really small, like the size of my finger, like the space in between my finger, really small little circles that are also crystals. Like I have obsidian ones. I have like some black onyx, something that I put in and I mix them in. Some of you guys could also benefit from getting some fluorite because fluorite, sorry. Is that it? Fluorite? Yeah, because that helps strengthen the energy of whatever crystal you're using. Okay. So I think that is a good place to end here. I hope this message resonated with you, and I hope it gave you some sort of insight. I know it's not a pick a card reading, and I know that some people that come here, maybe I don't know if you made it this far and you're fine where you're working at, then this is obviously not your reading, because this is for people that are not happy where they're looking for something more. They want something more. So if this shit resonated, give it a like, and I hope to see you guys next time. Okay. Bye. You can do it. Whatever you're hoping to do, you can do it. Don't question yourself. Just do it. Okay. And get those crystals.